Hello gamers, my name is Gamer and welcome back. Day 6 of the Oath of the Gatewatch spoiler season. We're in the second week now, we don't have much to go, but we're getting through it. Turns out there weren't any more cards spoiled on last week's Friday, so we're just going to get into today's cards spoiled on the official website. Starting with a cycle of 5 lands that tap for 2 kinds of mana and just enter tapped, so they're basically just guild gates from the Return to Ravnica block. But they don't have gate as a subtype. There's only 5 of them, and they are Cinder Barrens, the black-red one, Meandering River, the white-blue one, Submerged Boneyard, the blue-black one, Timber Gorge, the red-green one, and Tranquil Expanse, the green-white one. And they all have flavor text on them, but it's a bit awkward to read all of them. But yeah, they're basically just a new names for dual lands that can be reprinted in many sets, as opposed to being tied to one plane in particular. Because I doubt you'd find a Boros Guildgate on Zendikar, so they've printed these ones to make up for that. It's all the allied coloured dual lands, so yeah, they're fine. They're mostly going to be used in draft as mana fixing, but I'm fine with that. They're good. They're new dual lands, and if you have a commander deck that just needed that one more dual land for better mana coverage, well, here you go. Perfect use for them. Moving on though, we have a pretty interesting card. It is called Kozilek's Return. 2 and a red for an instant. It is devoid. Kozilek's Return deals 2 damage to each creature. Whenever you cast an Eldrazi creature spell with converted mana cost 7 or greater, you may exile Kozilek's Return from your graveyard. If you do, Kozilek's Return deals 5 damage to each creature. So this is an instant speed damage everything, and that's pretty damn cool. So, 3 mana to deal 2 damage to each creature. That seems fine. That'll wipe out a bunch of tokens, bunch of small dudes. Seems good. Clears the way for some of your bigger creatures that will survive the blast. It does do it to each creature, so that includes your own, but you can probably deal with that if you're playing this card. But the second part is what makes this really interesting. Casting an Eldrazi creature spell, has to be a creature spell, converted mana cost 7 or greater to deal 5 damage to each creature. And it's a you may as well, so if you're casting something and you have a wider board state than your opponent and you want to keep your creatures, you don't have to cast Kozilek's Return. But yeah. Oh, it's not even a cast for the second ability, it's just an ability that goes on the stack. Good grief, that's good. Yeah. So yeah, this is just fine. This is fantastic. Also, Eldrazi creature spell with converted mana cost 7 or greater. You know exactly what I'm thinking right here. Moving on, we have the final card for today. It's going to be a short one. Oath of Gideon. 2 and a white for a legendary enchantment. Yes, it's another oath. When it enters the battlefield, put 2 1/1 white core ally creature tokens onto the battlefield. It's fine. That's the usual. It's white, it goes wide. Each planeswalker you control enters the battlefield with an additional loyalty counter on it. For justice and peace, I will keep watch. So, Gideon's all about the protection, protecting people, protecting planeswalkers. He makes dudes to block things that would attack your planeswalkers, and he makes your planeswalkers stay there stronger. This just seems fine. This just seems fine. I already know what decks I want to put him in. I have a green-white-black token deck that has Elspeth. I have a red-white-black token deck that has Sorin and Chandra. Yeah, just fine. Yeah, they're token decks, so the enchantment makes tokens. I'm okay with this. Planeswalkers entering with more loyalty. That means I can just get to ultimates faster. Everything is fine. So yeah, that's all the cards we have for today. It's going to be a short one today, but it's going to be a long one tomorrow because there have been a lot more cards spoiled on Twitter and places like that, but it's easier just to collate them the next day. So I'll see you tomorrow with probably quite a long episode for this. So yeah, that's it. See you tomorrow.